So boundary value problem. So course outcome is same. You will be able to solve mathematical models represented by ordinary differential equation. The difference is here we have two boundary values. Okay, again we are solving the ordinary differential equation. Okay. So the problem is we are asked to solve the differential equation d square y by dx square, that is y double dash of x, plus f of x into dy by dx plus g of x into y of x is equal to r of x. Please note, y of x is the given unknown function. We are going to find y of x, and y dash of x and y double dash of x are the first and second derivative of y of x with respect to x. F of x, g of x and r of x are the functions with respect to x. So you can see that this one is if f of x and f of x, g of x, if these two terms are not equal to 1, then this one is a nonlinear equation. Okay, if it is equal to 1, then this one is a linear differential equation. Okay, then if r of x is equal to 0, then this one is a homogeneous system, and if r of x is not equal to 1, sorry, if r of x is not equal to 0, then this one is a forced system. Okay, so this one is a differential equation representation, and the boundary conditions are y of x0 is equal to a and y of xn is equal to b. These are the boundary values or initial condition. So this n depends upon how many values we are going to find, including a and b. Already we have a and b. So if we need n plus 1 points, including a and b, then this is n. So if we want 7 points, including a and b, then this is 6. So already we have two values, means we have to find n minus 1 points. Already this is n, means we have n plus 1 points, but already 2 points are available. So we have to find the intermediate n minus 1 points. And one more thing is, the one assumption is very important here. This n plus 1 points are equally spaced. Is it okay? These n plus 1 points are equally spaced, means the difference between the adjacent points are same, that is h. x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, etc. are equal. So here we are considering the finite condition. Okay. So before going to discuss about how to solve this, first we need some approximations. Without those approximation, we can't solve this problem. So we are going to discuss about the approximations that we are going to consider. The first one is forward difference approximation of y dash of x. What is a forward difference approximation of y dash of x? As per Taylor's method, y of x plus h is equal to y of x plus h into y dash of x plus h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x, etc. Am I correct? What is actually h? H is the difference, the distance from x, that is h. So x plus h is x1, x plus h is x1. So y of x1 is equal to y of x plus h, that is equal to this. Is it okay? So if we are considering up to this term, means if we are removing the remaining term, then y of x plus h is equal to y of x plus h into y dash of x. Then my question is, what is y dash of x? Then what is y dash of x? If we are considering Taylor's series up to first order term, what is y dash of x? Y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus y of x divided by h. So this one is a forward difference approximation of y dash of x. So please note down this equation. Note down equation number 4, y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus y of x divided by h. Why it is forward difference approximation? You can see that y dash of x is calculated by using next value of y, that is y of x plus h, minus the current value y of x divided by h. So here we are using the forward difference concepts. The next value minus current value, that is nothing but delta y of x, divided by h. Okay, so this numerator is nothing but delta y of x. Okay, divided by h. So you can see that as h tends to 0, this delta y of x divided by h, limit h tends to 0, delta y of x divided by h is nothing but y dash of x. As h tends to 0, this term will become y dash of x. Okay, so this one is a first order approximation, first order or forward difference approximation of y dash of x. I think we already discussed about this one in divided difference case, where we define the differential term equivalent of the divided difference term. Okay, so this is forward difference approximation. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the backward difference approximation of y dash of x. So for that purpose, we are going to find the previous one. What is previous value of y of x? That is y of x minus h. Y of x minus h is equal to, as per Taylor series, y of x minus h is equal to y of x minus h into y dash of x plus h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x plus etc. So this is Taylor series of y of x minus h, the previous value of y of x. Now if you are considering up to the first order term, then what is y dash of x? So y dash of x is equal to y of x minus h divided by h, because this is negative term, so move this negative term to this side. Now move this one to this side. So what will happen? H y dash of x will become y of x minus h. Now divide the entire equation by h. So we have y dash of x is equal to y of x minus h divided by h. So please note down this equation number 6. So here you can see that y dash of x is calculated by using the current value minus the previous value divided by h. So this numerator is del y of x. So y dash of x is actually del y of x divided by h. So as h tends to 0, then this is actually differentiation. Okay, so y dash of x is equal to the current value minus previous value divided by h. So here we are using the concepts of backward difference. So that is why it is known as backward difference approximation. So please note equation number 4 and equation number 6. Equation number 4 is the forward difference approximation of y dash of x, and equation number 6 is the backward difference approximation of y dash of x. Both are giving y dash of x. Then I think we can take the average of these two equations. Am I correct? If you are taking the average of equation number 4 and equation number 6, definitely it will give y dash of x. So what is the average of equation number 4, that is forward approximation, and equation number 6, that is backward approximation? Find it and give me the answer. If you are taking the average of these two terms, y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus y of x minus h divided by 2h. Okay, so average of equation number 4 and equation number 6 will give y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus y of x minus h divided by 2h. So this is equation number 7. So note down this equation. We are going to use this equation. So here you can see that the y dash of x is calculated by using the next value minus previous value divided by 2h. Means here we are using the concepts of central difference, next minus previous. So that is why it is known as central difference approximation of y dash of x. Okay, please note this is actually not theta y of x. For theta y of x, it is y of x plus h by 2 minus y of x minus h by 2 divided by h we require. Okay, but so please note this is not directly the central difference, but we are using the concept of central difference. Please note that. Next minus previous, that point of view we are using the concept of central difference. So please note in the central difference approximation of y dash of x is y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus y of x minus h divided by 2h. Okay, so now if you are going through that ordinary differential equation, the ordinary differential equation that we consider is uh, y double dash of x plus f of x into y dash of x plus g of x into y of x equal to r of x. So we have y double dash of x also. So we need an approximation for the second derivative. Is it okay? So that we are going to find the finite difference approximation of y double dash of x. So please go through equation number 3 and equation number 5. What is equation number 3? The Taylor series expansion of y of x plus h. That is equation number 3. In order to find the finite forward difference approximation of y dash of x, we used a Taylor series expansion. That is y dash of x is equal to y of x plus h into uh, y dash of x plus h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x plus etc. That is equation number 3. Similarly, what is equation number 5? The Taylor series expansion of y of x minus h. These two terms, y of x plus h. Equation number 3 is y of x plus h is equal to y of x plus h into y dash of x plus h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x plus etc. So here we are going to find the finite difference approximation of y double dash of x. So we are going to consider up to y double dash of x. We are not going to consider the higher order differential terms up to this point. So this is equation number 3. In equation number 3, plus etc. is also there. So here we are going to consider up to this point. Now what is equation number 5? The Taylor series expansion of y of x minus h. Y of x minus h is equal to y of x minus h into y dash of x plus h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x minus etc. So here we are going to consider up to second order differentiator, second differentiator. So this is equation number 5. So now take the average of these two. So not average, add these two equations up to second order term. Add equation number 3 and equation number 5 up to second order term. So what we have? If you are adding these two terms, then left hand side we have y of x plus h plus y of x minus h, and right hand side we have 2y of x. These two terms y dash of x is cancelled. Then we have 2 into h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x. Remaining terms we are not considering that. So if you are adding equation number 3 and equation number 5 up to the second differential term, then we have y of x plus h plus y of x minus h equal to 2y of x plus 2 into h square by 2 factorial into y double dash of x. So my question is, what is y double dash of x? Here we can cancel 2 and 2. So what is y double dash of x? So what is y double dash of x? So we can write, so please note we are asked to find y double dash of x. So we have to move these 2y of x to left hand side. Then here we have h square into y double dash of x. So divide the entire equation by h square. So we have y double dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus 2y of x plus y of x minus h divided by h square. Please note, y double dash of x is equal to y of x plus h minus 2y of x plus y of x minus h divided by h square. So this is the finite difference approximation of y double dash of x. Okay. So now we have the central difference approximation of y dash of x and the central difference approximation of y double dash of x. So we can replace equation number 1. What is equation number 1? Equation number 1 is, please note, remember always, y double dash of x plus f of x into y dash of x plus g of x into y of x equal to r of x. This is equation number 1 that we consider. That is the ordinary differential equation we consider. So now we can replace this y double dash of x with this approximation, and similarly we can replace y dash of x with y of x plus h minus y of x minus h divided by 2h. Is it okay? So that we are going to do. So therefore the equation number 1 will become, after using equation number 7 and equation 8, equation number 1 will become, this is y double dash of x plus f of x into y dash of x plus g of x into y of x, that is equal to r of x. This is equation number 9. So please note down this equation. Okay. So here please note one thing. What is y of x? The current value of y. If it is the current value of y, we can write it as yi. We can replace this y of x by using yi. Yi means the current value of y. I means the independent variable is x. This is also very important. If you have two independent variables, then the second independent variable, we have to represent the second independent variable by using j. So here we have only one variable, that is x. So we can write y of x as yi. Now what is y of x plus h? The next value of y. So we can replace y of x plus h by using yi plus 1. Yi plus 1. Is it okay? Then what is this y of x minus h? The previous value of uh, y of x. So we can write it as yi minus 1. So it means we can replace y double dash of x with yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square. Directly you can replace d square y by dx square by using yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square. Is it okay? So here please note y of x plus h is nothing but yi plus 1. Similarly y of x minus h is yi minus 1. Means what? This is actually y dash of x, that is dy by dx. We can replace dy by dx by using yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h. Directly you can replace that. Directly you can do that. Okay. So please note d square y by dx square is, in your notebook, note it, d square y by dx square is equal to yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square. You already have equation number 7. There you can note that. Okay. Similarly, you have equation number 6. There you can note it as dy by dx is equal to yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h. Okay. Is it clear all of you? So now my question is, what is f of x? current value of f of x, right? So if you are able to replace y of x with yi, then definitely we can replace f of x with fi, because I means current value of x. So fi means current value of f of x. So f of x is replaced with fi. Similarly, we can replace g of x with gi. We can replace g of x with gi. We can replace y of x with yi. Then similarly, we can replace r of x with ri. So we can modify this equation number 9 as yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square plus fi into yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h plus gi into yi equal to ri. So please note, if you have a equation by replacing y double dash and y dash, first you have this modification. You have to do this modification. Okay, so there is no need to do this particular one. Directly you can find this equation. So this is yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square plus fi into yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h plus gi into yi equal to ri. So please note down this equation. Okay, so please note the given equation is modified into this form. This is the first step of procedure that you have to follow. Now remove the denominator. You know, to remove the denominator, multiply the entire equation by 2h square. Multiply the entire equation by 2h square. So here this numerator we have to multiply it with 2, and we have to multiply this numerator with h, right? Then we have to multiply this part with 2h square and this one with 2h square. So we have 2 into yi plus 1 minus 4yi plus 2yi minus 1 plus h into fi into yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 plus 2h square into giyi equal to 2h square into ri. Okay, so this is after multiplying this equation by 2h square, we have this equation. There is no need to note down this one. We are you have to note the final equation. So here group yi plus 1 terms, group yi terms, group yi minus 1. After grouping each y terms, we have, if you are taking yi minus 1, you can see that here we have 2, the coefficient is 2, and here the coefficient is minus h into fi. So if you are taking yi minus 1, 2 minus h into fi is the coefficient of yi minus 1 plus, if you are taking yi, here we have minus 4, right? There is no yi here. Here we have 2h square gi. Okay, so please note 2 into yi is the common term. So 2 is taken to outside, yi is taken to outside. What is remaining? Here we have h square gi, then here we have minus 2. Already 2 is taken to outside, so remaining minus 2. So the coefficient of yi is 2 into h square gi minus 2 plus. Now take yi plus 1. Here we have 2. Here we have plus hfi. So we have 2 plus h into fi all into yi plus 1. That is the coefficient of yi plus 1 equal to the remaining term is 2h square ri. So this is equation number 10. So note down this equation. Okay. So what you have to do? You have a equation with the y double dash of x. So after replacing y double dash of x and y dash of x, you have to find this type of equation. That is something into yi minus 1 plus something into yi plus something into yi plus 1 equals something. That form you have to. And you please note one more thing. You have two values. Y0 equal to a and yn equal to b. Please note you have two values. Y0 equal to a and yn equal to b. Y0 means I equal to 0. If I equal to 0, we have Y0. And if I equal to n, we have yn. Okay, so means we have x0 and y0 and we have xn and yn. These two values are available. What is not available? Y1 to yn minus 1, that is not available. So what you have to do in equation number 10, substitute I equal to 1 to n minus 1. There is no need to substitute 0, there is no need to substitute n. You have to substitute I from 1 to n minus 1. So definitely you have n minus 1 equations. Okay, because you or we have n minus 1 unknowns, that is from y1 to yn minus 1, means we have n minus 1 unknowns. So n minus 1 unknowns are there and n minus 1 equations are there. Okay, so by using the method that we discussed in the second module, you can find the value of y1 to yn minus 1. That we are going to do. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about a problem. We are going to solve a problem.